Hello, hello, everybody. Come on in, take a seat, grab your blankie and nice warm beverage, and let's get started. So we're not going to go too long tonight because I know everybody wants to jump on Seth's live stream. Um, I do as well, and I think it's going to be really good, um, and probably heartbreaking because tomorrow is Sebastian's 16th birthday. Island, hi. How are you? Hello, K9. Yeah, I'm doing good today. I even took a little nap. I don't nap very often. Never have. Even when I was a child, I just never napped unless I'm sick, But today, I've been getting up earlier, and I think that's why I get a little sleepy in the afternoon. uh, Um, I was kind of looking over YouTube just before I got started. Hello, Brenda Joe. Um, and I saw that both Justin and Crime Time Buzz are on, and I'm like, oh, we're all on at the same time. I don't really like to compete with anybody like that and take anybody away from another channel or vice versa, right? Um, but I figure we all had the same thing on our mind was that we wanted to get on before Seth does. So um, we're going to continue on with our interviews. The one we're doing today is the 24th, from the 24th of April. Before we do that, I kind of wanted to go over um, some updates on the case and also some updates for the channel. So we are going to be having a Christmas giveaway. And one lucky subscriber is going to receive a Christmas gift from Granny. And we'll select it and everything on the 23rd during our live broadcast. Probably celebrate Christmas that day too, right? Also wanted to let you know we do have merchandise available. Things like a nice blanket, a throw, Granny's Crime Busters, t-shirts, just a couple of ideas that I did. So, but I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. This one, I guess. Because as always, I wake up and I find more new tips and tricks and things from Nick. I will read this one till I'm still kind of tired, right? Oh, public update on the search for Sebastian Waindrick Rogers, December 6th. At Night and his partners have made significant progress in their efforts to seek answers into the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Waindrick Rogers, aiming to assist in bringing him home safely and peacefully. The reward has been increased to $2,225 to $200,025 and $155, prompted by promising leads indicating Sebastian's potential survival. 225, 150. Where did the 155 come from, guys? Does it ring a bell to any of you? House number on a road maybe that is their focus. Anybody know? All right, let's continue on. The effort is presently concentrating on 2 individuals who are confirmed to have acted in concert targeting both Sebastian and his mother, Katie Lynn Payne Proudfoot, on the evening of Sunday, February 25th, 2024. Do you notice how they always use full names? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, Katie Lynn Payne Proudfoot. Key developments. The green hoodie individual. This individual, wearing an olive or military green hoodie with light-colored angular patterns on the chest, has been identified in surveillance footage standing nearby Mrs. Proudfoot and Sebastian. Green hoodie exited the passenger seat of a vehicle while the second individual remained inside. Green hoodie engaged in a physical interaction and hand exchange with Mrs. Proudfoot in the parking lot before entering Texas Roadhouse and vanishing from sight. The second individual, who remained inside the vehicle, is confirmed to have worked in coordination with Green Hoodie. The vehicle repositioned itself behind Mrs. Proudfoot's car as she prepared to leave and subsequently followed her vehicle as she departed. This individual did not exit the vehicle at any point during the observed time frame, but followed Mrs. Proudfoot toward her home. The focus of the investigation. These 2 individuals are now a central focus of the effort to locate Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and bring him home safely. While not classified as suspects, they are sought by Dog the Bounty Hunter for some questions regarding their involvement in the events leading up to Sebastian's disappearance and their actions that evening. The coordination between these individuals suggests a deliberate effort to interact with both Mrs. Proudfoot and Sebastian, and their cooperation is critical to uncovering the truth. It goes on to say if you have any information, it gives you the numbers of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI Find, sending tips to TBI, also the FBI office, contacting Dog the Bounty Hunter, or at night, or email tips at most wanted at manhunts.one. Any information, no matter how small, could help piece together the events of that evening. At Night is pursuing all leads aggressively and will provide a major public update within 72 hours. Thank you for your vigilance and continued support in the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Together, we will bring answers to his family and uncover the truth. Okay, and then, so that was that one. Okay, then there was this one, which was 5 hours ago. A private investigator falsely claiming affiliation with the Proudfoot family contacted several establishments presenting himself as an investigator affiliated with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and Sumner County Law Enforcement. He inaccurately, guys, during discussions with TBI and the Sumner County Sheriff's Office yesterday. We were informed that copies of surveillance footage were given to an unlicensed investigative agency headed by Dog the Bounty Hunter and At Night Media, who are supposedly producing a reality show. The individual added, "My clients have asked me to reach out to you in hopes of having a cordial conversation regarding this matter. As you can imagine, they are under tremendous stress and pressure, and they do not want to add to that." These claims are untrue. At Night Media is not involved in filming a reality show related to this matter, and the individual is not collaborating with state officials. Despite his efforts to potentially mislead the investigation, we urge all entities who receive calls from any investigator purporting to work with law enforcement to be cautious. This appears to be an attempt to improperly extract evidence or materials related to the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers for potentially malicious purposes. If this person reached out to you, kindly contact us at 844-922-3236 or send an email to compliance@atnight.agency. Interesting, huh? Okay. And then Dog had one that Nick shared, just talking about the increase, okay? Getting closer than anyone thought to bringing him home. And he turned 16 tomorrow, right? So Dog is still in the fight. Now there's an alert. 2 creators and a self-proclaimed investigator are conducting door-to-door checks in Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' neighborhood. Neighbors report that they're employing intimidating tactics. Authorities have been informed. 2 creators and a self-proclaimed investigator. Well, who's doing this, guys? The next one here. At Night has decided to release new images of Green Hoodie and the last known images of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers within the next 48 hours to gain the public's assistance in rapidly identifying individuals potentially connected to Sebastian's disappearance on February 25th. And it said this will be a rapid reach response, which is part of One World's initiative. Our objective is to identify all individuals within hours of releasing the enhanced imagery to ensure a prompt response in any state these individuals may be residing. And then they say, just stay vigilant. And that's the end of that update. So, every day there's something new, but we're finally going to get to see the pictures of Green Hoodie guy. Okay, that's going to be, I think, really telling, because somebody's got to know something, right? When they see that person, they are. I know they really are. They're on this, and it's exciting. So, and the newly released photos. Remember, they said, was it yesterday? Days are running together with all these updates, guys. But anyway, they said that somebody took like 5 pictures of Sebastian. Was it 5 pictures? 5 feet away? Something like that. So, these are newly released pictures instead of all the younger pictures that we have of him. And I think that's awesome. So, all right. So the next thing, so this this video we're watching is with T-Rev, guys. Seth actually calls in to T-Rev. Now I know that there's a lot of garbage that went on, with those guys. I just really don't have any inclination to get into that. We're just going to listen to, again, confirm some things, especially now that we know so much more, and see what we can glean from it, right? I need to share my screen. All right. Everybody see everything good? Okay. Here we go.
Seth,
what's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm in your chat right now.
Got you.
First of all, I've been in contact with my attorney, not the attorney that had the fund set up, but I've been in contact with my attorney, and she's setting up a reward system. It'll be through a trust, She said she's going to have it be able to take Venmo, Cash App, YouTube, not YouTube, PayPal, anything. So it goes straight into the trust. So there will be a reward for locating Sebastian.
Okay, so we'll be.
Guys, do you see that comment on T-Rev's screen? I've been wondering that. She said, I think he went missing Saturday and they covered it all up on Sunday. I mean, I don't know. Anything is possible now, right? He was seen on Sunday. But then again, that picture that Katie shoved in Seth's face happened on Saturday, didn't it? We found out. So, I'm so confused, guys. Where did everything go funky? You know, we thought we had kind of a set timeline. I started making a timeline. I really did. And I think what's going to happen is I'm going to do like a members only live, and we're going to try and figure it all out together, because it's a lot of work. And I figure if we do it together, you know, maybe it won't be so much, and we can fill it all in together, and it'll be kind of fun as well. But yeah, I saw that comment and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, everything's on the table at this point. Because I'm beginning to think that maybe he didn't make it home either. I don't know. All right, let's continue.
Be able to donate through that trust too. Us as people, we'd be able to pitch in on that.
Correct. I did find out that because the other guy wasn't contacting me back like I was asking him, found out that the 3,500 that was in that was literally promissory notes, which means there was actually no cash in there. So that kind of tells me if that was some businesses that set it up. I have actually found out what the businesses were. So as soon as the trust is set up, what is left out of the GoFundMe will go into the trust. So that way it's going into there because it's all for Sebastian. It's all for finding Sebastian.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's all it is.
You know,
play his interview today. What's your interview today? Did you do an interview today, Seth?
I went on Court TV and interviewed with Mr. Benny.
Mr. Vinny himself. Now, you know, I have a question.
The man. He's the man and he's the myth. Now, the legendary person is Sebastian. He just, you know, poof, disappeared like a ninja. And that's where we're going to find him.
Absolutely.
There is faith. Soon, you
know. That stream with Vinny is after this one. So, I don't know why maybe because it's streamed after. Maybe Vinny streamed after this one streamed. I don't know. I like how Seth's saying Sebastian disappeared like a ninja. He always wanted to be a ninja, but you know what? He didn't disappear. He was helped. He was taken. My opinion, allegedly. Let's continue on.
You know, people need to understand, I'm not giving up. Every day I wake up from however little amount of sleep I get, it's because God has woken me up and said, time to get on it. If it's 15 minutes, it's 15 minutes. If it's an hour, it's an hour. God will let me sleep for how much time I need to so I can get back on there.
Me too, love matters.
Yeah, and I don't understand. I will never understand what you're going through sleep-wise. I mean, I can only see it though.
I hope you never do. I hope you never do.
I mean, it's all I do know is that,
you know, a lot of people are upset
Yeah.
with how it was, you know.
Okay, hold your time. Write them down, whatever you got to do, or if it's burned into your brain for our live. I'll set that up. Um, maybe next week. You too, Rosebud.
I think everybody, it was played in the wrong order, in my opinion, because we had the vigil. I thanked everybody who was supporting, everybody who was donating, everybody who was going out there with flyers and handing them out. I appreciate all that. But
Yes, it is. Love matters.
I need answers. And if I have to work with Chris and Katie, I can put my ego and the issues that I am dealing with them aside because Sebastian deserves that. Chris approached me, which meant Chris wanted to be on the same page as I was.
So he approached you that day.
Yeah, that was him approaching me at the vigil.
Approach is a kind word for it.
I had just moved my truck up there.
I mean, and I'm glad that you guys could at least talk or work together. And I see people saying, "Don't dance with the devil, don't do." But again, egos put aside, I don't blame you for even engaging in the conversation, because at the end of the day, it all is about Sebastian.
It is. That's all it's about. Finding Sebastian, bringing Sebastian home. I mean, I know everybody out there wants to talk trash about me. I'm cool with that. Obviously you ran out of flyers. Now you want to talk trash. Or maybe you need some more flyers. I don't know. Handing out flyers is a good way to get information into TVI.
What do you want to say to those people who are going off of those wicked papers that are flying around of Katie's words? I mean, people keep bringing that up to me, and I just don't,
I don't know. Are you talking about the divorce declarations?
Some of those, yeah. I've been sent tons of different things, but we've talked about it on the phone. You know that.
Yeah, she wrote some nasty things.
Okay, so, well, my screen went blank there. It's showing up for you guys. My screen went black. It's a brand new computer, so I don't know what's going on here. Can you hear me okay, though? You can't hear me? I'm gonna try something, guys. Just bear with me, okay? If you lose me, I'll come right back in. This is weird. Hmm. All right.
Flying around of Katie's words. I mean, people keep bringing that up to me, and I just don't,
I don't know. Are you talking about the divorce declarations?
Some of those, yeah. I've been sent tons of different things, but we've talked about it on the phone. You know that.
Yeah, she wrote some nasty things. I went to court.
Okay.
The court system
Are
knew
we
I was
back,
homeless.
guys?
Court system knew that all my license and everything.
Everything cool? Okay. Awesome. Hello, Aquarian. KP's nuts. I turned it off just so I could make sure everything was cool. You can still see it though, right? Okay, good. All right. There was something I was going to comment on. Oh, this one. Maybe he got cold and put his hoodie on. I mean, we don't know. I'm being devil's advocate. Yeah, we don't know. But if he didn't go home, then it had to have been Katie. And what was she trying to hide? Because Seth saw that video, and it was really dark and very fuzzy. He could not make out who it was, right? So, interesting.
Everything had been suspended because of the accusations that were given to me. I was doing armed security. I was in
I agree,
California.
love
All of a sudden,
matters.
I had a domestic violence.
Damn.
It was, California. They take the firearms. They literally suspend all of your license. Next thing I know, I'm living in a car.
Damn.
Living in a car. Can't see my son because she did that. And it was like, okay, well, it's just another challenge sent to me from God. The devil's trying to play his cards. But God's got a hand of aces.
Yeah.
I showed up in court. I showed up at GPS. I let them do their investigation. They spoke to me. They, it was like, you ask whatever questions you want. It was all unfounded. They gave me joint legal, joint 50. The judge literally stated, you two need to remember that your parents were Sebastian and go out into the hallway and come up with a parenting plan. Yes, Your Honor.
So, here's what I want to say about that. I agree. My opinion. But here's what I want to say about that. Child custody cases, they're pretty strict. And I know because, for my divorce, we had to go through all that, right? But he got joint custody, 50%, no child support. And they came up with their own parenting plan. So, in my opinion, they would not give that to a man who had been accused of DV or any other kind of abuse. Okay. That would just simply not happen, in my opinion. So, that's what I want to say about that. There was a lot of garbage going on about that. And I just don't believe, that they would give him what they gave him if he was guilty in any way of DV.
Case dismissed.
Yeah, and you know what? People are assuming, and people have been assuming that you know, I remember I've talked to you
Well,
about this, but I'm just
you're
bringing it back up for the
crazy.
simple fact that it's still being talked about and people got it mixed up. Is that the agreement between y'all didn't have any arguments with him coming to you for the summer? That was agreement from both sides, and you've said that before. That was a mutual agreement between both of you that you were getting him for the summer.
Correct.
Yeah, I just wanted to make that clear because some people were thinking that it was like, you know, some fight, and I'm like, Seth didn't tell me they argued. That was an agreement from both sides, and they both agreed on that.
You know, Katie moved here. She asked my permission to move to Tennessee with Sebastian. I told her that's fine. I wanted him out of
100%. I mean, without me
California.
hearing his
The
voice.
political and the violence and the crime and everything that was going on in California was, you know, COVID was going.
Mhm.
I was listening to a scanner every night. I was working 12-hour days, you know, and it was like, okay. I mean, I was break-ins, shooting started happening as soon as business started. Nobody was working. Everything was closed down. Things were getting extremely violent in California.
Damn.
I was like, yeah, get him out of California. Take him back to America. Take him to Tennessee. I know. I see that hat.
Oh man, take him back to Tennessee.
You know, I wanted my son to be safe. It took me 4 months. 4 months, and I moved to Tennessee. You know, there wasn't a long time. I spoke to him every chance that I got over the phone. I was working. I was trying to get things saved up. My vehicle that I had that I was sleeping in during the divorce was starting to, you know, it was leaking oil out of electronic components. Not good, you know. So I had to make sure that I could get a vehicle. I got my truck. I got rid of that. As soon as that happened, I was out. I loaded and packed everything up in my truck and moved up here. 4 months. 4 months I didn't get to see my son.
Damn.
And I had the mindset that, hey, 4 months that I don't get to see him, well, that means I got 24 hours to work.
That's crazy.
So I hit the grindstone. Took me 4 months because I had to pay for a whole year's worth of rent up here in Tennessee because I didn't have a job coming up here. So I had to pay a whole year's rent. I had to sign everything before I got here. And I moved here. I got here in October.
Oh,
turned around, got me.
Yeah. Keep going. You're good.
You know?
Yeah. That shit's crazy, man. It's something that,
you know, there's a lot that I do. And it's not to talk about me. But I'm a parent. There's a lot I do so I can make sure I can provide for my son. He is my life. He is my grace.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been a tough 59 days on you. I can tell you.
And you know, I don't blame Katie for some of these declarations that she wrote. I'm pretty sure most of it would came from her attorney.
Right.
Attorneys are, you know, some of them are just downright disgusting, evil little creatures. Her first attorney that did all this stuff, he was.
Love Matters, no. This was on April 24th. We are going back through here at Granny's Crime Busters, just trying to see what we can glean from some of the old interviews, right? See if there's anything bright. See, yeah, it was 59 days at that time. Just to see if we can see anything different or what we're finding. Actually, I'm not sure if we're seeing anything different too much, but what we are finding is a lot of the stuff is making more sense now with what we know today, you know? So, and guys, I put the link for Seth's live tonight in the chat. So, at 8:00 tonight, please go and support him. He's going to need everybody's support, guys. And you know, the trolls will always be in there too. So, we need to go in there and support him as much as we can. I, I think it's going to be a very difficult night for him and a horrific day for him tomorrow. You know, I don't know about you guys, but with my girls, we did something special for their 16th, right? I'm sure many of you can understand that. And he can't because Sebastian's not home. So let's show our support to him tonight.
Convicted of fraud and lost his license to practice in California.
Damn. That's crazy.
Pretty much. Well, I didn't appreciate the tactics he was using. Signed my name on a couple, legal forms in the court instead of actually speaking to me, for me to tell him, no, I don't want another continuation. Continuation after continuation after continuation. And I finally went into the court and I was like, listen, I am not signing these things for a continuation. What's going on here? I'm trying to get in front of the judge so we can get this taken care of. And they turned around, they told me that they knew that it wasn't my signature and that the attorney was committing fraud.
Damn, committing fraud. Signing your foreign your or
yeah
signature? That's crazy.
And I'm pretty sure Katie didn't know about it because me and Katie were still talking.
Mine too,
we
Rosebud.
would still have some type of communication. And I was like, why are we doing this? Why is it still going on? I don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, the longer the continuation in this was up in the court, I couldn't get my license reactivated.
That's crazy.
So I had to take care of that so I could get my licenses back. And then I had to turn around and pay to get my licensing back. It wasn't just a renewal. I had to take all my classes all over again.
And that was probably thousands, huh?
It wasn't thousands, but,
still cost.
The initial start off, it was, because you're paying full price. And it was like $700 plus a week's worth of class. And it's like, I have to do all of that. Then I had to go back through, and that's just for the pistol and the sidearm. Then I had to get mine.
That's true, Love Matters. Typically, though, if the other parent is in agreement, it's okay. You can't even, I forget what the rule is. It's so many miles as well. Because I moved 45 miles away. So you do have to get the other spouse's or ex-spouse's approval to move to another state. And I think that's where kind of Seth was talking about, where he said, okay, I just got to figure out what I can do to move too. See, he didn't care. He wanted to be near his son. So he was up and ready to move if that's what they wanted to do. Right. I give him kudos for that. It seems like he's always the one that's putting Sebastian first. Yeah, we're gonna need. I think I might use a hand towel. I'm gonna be crying, I think, for sure. Yeah, Rosebud, I agree with you. It shows a lot about him, and I don't understand, why people go after him, because anything that they've tried to go after him about has been debunked, so is he perfect? No, none of us are, right? None of us are. There's not one perfect parent. There's not one perfect person, but we do our best. Yeah. You guys gonna want to go through Nina's interview? I'm just curious. Let me know. I know it was a couple hours, so we'll have to do it in chunks. Yeah. Yeah, this does. Um, I reported on another one earlier today that was really sad as well, and a lot of correlations to Sebastian Rogers. Age was different, but had autism. His father is the one who bonded and raised him, was, as a baby. I mean, just left supposedly barefooted. I mean, so many things the same. Okay, so you'd like us to go through the Nina one? Okay, we will. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do that, but yeah, yeah. But Katie was used to. I mean, maybe Nina wasn't used to leaving. I think Nina had a lot of family where she's from, right? But Katie was in the military, and from everything we're hearing, um, she's she's not no quiet wallflower, right? Um, I agree. That can be a very narcissistic move. Um, I tend to try to stay away from that label. It seems like it's being overused lately, on social media, and um, it just there's labels for everything nowadays, and I just don't understand it. The, you know, here's something I'm just going to tell you guys. I absolutely hate Karens and Chads. Ah, why? Why? I don't get it. And that's my age showing. I know it is. Oh, she said, yeah, she did. She's a thorn, right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, you know, these two, I've said this over and over again. If they had just put a different persona from the beginning, you know, I mean, if they're innocent, right? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, right? We know that. So if they're innocent, they portrayed very bad sides of them right from the get go, right from the beginning. And so I and it just got worse and worse and worse. You're confused about what happened at TRH in the parking lot with Green Hoodie Guy. Well, all we really know is it wasn't very long. It wasn't a long interaction. But Green Hoodie Guy gave Katie something, or vice versa. But there was an exchange in their hands. Something happened. Something was given to somebody, and then they parted. I don't think we're gonna see the videos, guys, but I think what they are gonna show is a picture of the Green Hoodie Guy. Yeah, yeah, Rosebud, exactly. Um, we would, and when I first came to the case, I mean, I wasn't, you know, I was being very objective, I think. Your first inclination is to feel sorry for a mother, right? When you're a woman. Because especially those of us who've had children, we're going to have empathy, compassion for the mother of a missing child. But boy, it didn't take long for that to go south quickly. And that wasn't our fault, guys. We didn't do that. I mean, we didn't do that. That's on them, not us. Um, yeah, I think we will. I don't think we're gonna see the video though. Because that could be evidence, but we'll see a picture. Right? But I think they thought they did. I don't know, Aquarian. I don't know. Yeah, they did give them a little bit of time. Has I know that they've gone silent, but has anybody heard anything about where they may be? Are they at home, or have we heard anything? Do we know? You side-eyed her right from the get-go. Yeah, well, I mean, I thought her tears in the very first interview were real. But I think they were more for herself. I think the biggest thing is that they've always been about protecting themselves and not pushing, I want my son home. I need my son. Where's my son? I want him home. Yeah. But here's a thought too, Love Matters. They've had a lot come at them. Maybe playing the devil's advocate, you go quiet because no matter what you say, it's just no good, right? I mean, um, think about the infamous hands video, right? they even they even took their faces off the camera and only showed their hands, which I found kind of funny because during that whole first video, she did kind of look to him for comfort and he didn't give it. He didn't put his arm around her. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Wouldn't a normal husband in this situation put his arm around his wife if she starts crying and like she's losing it, like she can't talk anymore? I mean, I'm thinking back, and I think back to the Gabby Petito, Nicole Schmidt. Whenever she started crying, her husband was right there, and I mean that would be a normal, loving husband that would do that. So then all of a sudden they're holding hands in a video, and that just seems so out of character. It just, we knew why they were doing it. They didn't want us to see their body language, in my opinion. But it was out of character after having seen the other video. So I agree, Canine. He has a lot coming at him, and he keeps coming forward. He keeps fighting for Sebastian. You thought she looked like she was smirking? Yeah, I was gonna say that, Rosebud, but I wasn't sure if I saw that or not. But yeah, I thought I saw that as well. You know, but those four, perfect example of divorced and step parent families coming together over the loss of a child. First missing and then the loss. Nobody could ever set a better example than those four at all. It's amazing. How old are you, Queen? I hope you're 18. All right, let's continue on. I don't know how much longer we got here.
I searched for my shotgun again. Then spray, baton, handcuffs. Everything you have to go back through the training to get your certifications for everything that you do.
Oh man.
And that's just private security.
And that's not including what the type of work you do now.
It's not including going to the range to make sure you qualify for everything too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you go through the class, but then you got to make sure that you get, you got to wait for the range to be open. You got to make sure that you can get there and do that. You got to buy the ammunition because you got to bring your own ammunition because they're not going to provide it for you. Ammunition costs a lot. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it. And it's not just, oh, this is what I want to do now. And, you spend $50 on a license. Don't happen that way. I was doing military housing as it was. So not only that.
So Rosebud, it's at 8, isn't it? 8 Central? Which would be an hour from now. No. Nope, Seth is 8 Central. Aw, thank you, Queen. You're over 18, right? I just want to make sure. I could get in trouble if you're not. 15 minutes, really? Okay, yeah, keep an eye, because I'll cut it short really quick. If he's coming on at 7, but it even says on the thing that it's 8 o'clock Central. Okay, Rosebud. Cool. All right, I'm going to continue on with this.
But I had to make sure that I had all my clearances for military housing.
Denise said the strength of this man is awe-inspiring. I said the same thing.
I love to inspire people.
I said the same thing.
There's too many people in this world that like to trash people and to push them down. And I don't mean to trash people at times. I do get heated. I am only human. I am not.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Welcome to our club. We've got a lot of elderly women here. Maybe I should just say older women. But yeah, because I'm 66, so got a few others in here as well. Yeah, I don't know. You said something about missing or something, and it was like, oh, okay. But welcome. We appreciate you, and we're glad you're here. Yeah, Rosebud, that's what I thought. Awesome. Me too, Rosebud. Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. Who would want us, right? I'm speaking for myself, nobody else. I love you, 62. Well, I see a theme going here for Granny's Crime Busters. Brenda Joe is 67. And K9, I'm not going to tell your age, but you told us, I think, before. Aquarian, 68. Oh, you're a great granny. Goodness. Congratulations. Oh, me too. Me too. Brenda, too. And K9 is 71. No, it's not, is it? It's not. You know what Brenda and I just taught Lacey to do the other day? I got to tell you the story first, to give you the backstory about it. um, she's just a regular dog, right? I mean, she's half a golden retriever, half Australian shepherd. I got her from my dad after my mom passed. My mom didn't like big dogs. My dad loved big dogs. And I love goldens, so this was kind of perfect. Um, she looks almost like a golden. Well, she looks like a golden. Her face, everything, even her tail, all of it, except she's totally black, which is weird. She's even got the hair. If I let it grow out, she's even got the hair of a golden. Okay, so I got the dog, and a couple weeks in, the landlord went and talked to my dad while I was at work and said that can't keep the dog. You can't have a dog that's over 40 pounds. Well, you know, she she was already over 40 pounds, I think, at the time. She was only 4 months old. My dad was telling me when I got home from work and he started crying, and I'm like, oh my God. So I called up. No, I saw the manager of the apartment complex outside, and I ripped him a new one. You know, I said, hey, come on. You know, Dad just lost Mom. He's getting upset. He's crying that you make him get rid of this dog, blah, blah, blah. So the manager felt bad. He's a really nice guy. And he said, listen, he said, go get a form. He said, actually, I can give you one. I'll drop it off tomorrow morning. And he said, have your doctor sign it, and she'll be a service dog, and then you can keep her. I said, okay. So I called up my dad's doctor the next morning, took the paperwork to him. He signed it. Boom. Okay. Now, she was never trained as a service dog, right? But we got to keep her. Well, you know, Brenda and I, you know how when you get older, sometimes you kind of got to rock to get up? Well, the other day I was going to get up for something. Brenda wasn't here. And, you know, Lacey always looks at me like, where you going, Mom? You know? And so I said, come help me, because I was doing the rocking thing to get up. And she put her head down, like in front of my legs, and braced herself and let me pull up underneath her by her chest to pull myself up. And now she's doing it with Brenda too. So she's our service dog, guys. Show us. uh, I think I have a picture of her on my community post. But she's downstairs right now by Brenda, so I can't show you. Yeah, she has some white, and yes, Brenda calls her our wild child. She's naughty. She's 11 years old, but she thinks she's 2. She's wild. Your sister used to say you had the best looking butt growing up. Boy, Boy, did we get off topic, huh? Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it's up to you guys. Want to chat a little bit and then just call it a night, and we can finish this some other time. Aw, thank you, Love Matters. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, you guys. I really enjoy this. But yeah, we can continue this video some other time. Just and then maybe some of our member things will let me see if I can pull up a picture of Lacey for you guys. I'll try to see if I can find it real quick. I think it's on my phone and I'm not on my phone. I'm glad that we are laughing tonight because when we get on to Seth's thing, I think it's not going to be fun, guys. uh, yeah, I think that picture is on my phone, but here's one when I first got her. Well, she was a little bit bigger than that, but that's when I first got her. She is white and white here, white on her toes. Thank you. Puts her paw on your foot when you're cooking. That's funny. Yeah, he's gonna have a guest tonight. I wonder who it is. Do you think it'll be Dog or Nick? Her name is Lacey. They do grow up so fast. Yeah. She's way bigger than that now. She's 90 pounds. Last vet visit, she's 90 pounds. Me too, Aquarian. I really hope that um, Dog the Bounty Hunter is then again, I like what he does, but he's a showman, right? She looks like she's gentle when she wants to be. And yours in the picture, 9.5 months, 80 pounds. Yeah. 9.5 months. Yeah. For sure, a wild child, right? What breed is she, canine? I know you told me. I forgot. when I think about Dog being on, it's just that, like the last time he was on, he got Seth's name wrong, and then some people went nuts about that and started calling him by the name that Dog called him. So my puggle's name is Emma. My daughter has a 2-year-old Jack Russell Terrier. Terror. Oh, I gotcha. Her name is Betsy. Those terriers, don't they bark a lot? I can't handle all the barking of the little dogs. I had little dogs, but yeah, half pit, quarter standard poodle, and a quarter Saint Bernard. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a big dog. Because standard poodles are pretty tall. Pit bull, well, they're not small pit bulls, but wide across the chest. That's going to be interesting. You'll have to share pictures as she gets older. And yes, Brenda, she did lose 15 pounds after we moved upstairs. That's from going up and down the stairs all the time to go to the bathroom. No, but I did. That first vet visit after my dad passed away, she was too heavy, and so I've got her on a healthy weight formula for older dogs. Looks like Scooby-Doo. She doesn't really though now because she's got the long snout and everything. The snout grew out, and we lost our other puggle, Chubby, last December. I started reading these things on my own and then realized, oh, I'm online. So we lost our other puggle, Chubby, last December. I took care of him to the end. Aw, he was my daughter's dog, but Nana that I am took on the role. I miss him still. He was so sweet. Aw. Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. That's horrible. That's awful. Brenda likes pugs. She had a pug when we were kids, I remember. But we both said after Lacey's time is up, we're kind of done. But all right. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with our grannyism for tonight. Let me stop sharing. I wanted to first show you what I made for Sebastian. I'll put that out tomorrow everywhere else, but you guys get to see it first. And our grannyism for tonight is this perfect, right? Laugh a little louder, love a little harder. Kind of goes along with what we've been doing tonight. Laughing louder and loving a little harder, right? Pancho. I know, I couldn't remember the name. All right. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope to see you guys all on Seth's tonight at 8:00, and we can cry together. We laugh together here and we'll cry together there. How's that sound? All right. See you guys over there. Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granniescrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.